Yo, 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 what is good, everybody? Welcome into the Free Money Podcast here, coming to you live with Across the Pond, the soccer gambling show here on the Free Money Podcast, and coming to you with another winning day, 2-1, and an ambitious win with Romania and another win with Armenia. 2-1 on the show and plus 1.87 units. Let's recap the show here. Armenia moneyline minus 130. They ended up beating Latvia 2-1 and plus 0.77 units. The loss was England and North Macedonia draw at 30 minutes plus 105. Harry Kane scored at the 29th minute, so lost that one by a minute. Pretty upset. Capped that game quite well. Unfortunately, did not get the win on that one, but got it on the back end. Romania double chance plus 210. Scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of the game. A bit ambitious, but capped it correctly nonetheless. That's exactly how you do it. Never in doubt. So up 1.87 units on the show, bringing the show total to 11.77 here on the Free Money Podcast on Spotify. 3 more picks for the Euro 2024 qualifiers and 1 international friendly here on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. So let's get into it here. Pick number 1, Iceland plus 1.5 on the spread. Minus 110 on DraftKings, the best spot to get the spreads on the soccer games. Iceland plays their second game at home in 4 days. They played okay against Slovakia and gave up a goal in the 70th minute. Played them to a 1-1 draw until then. Portugal, a potent offense and one they can score from anywhere. But this Iceland team has 5 blocks in their last game. Plays a decent defense and is what's going to be needed against a really good offense here. Portugal, star-studded from top to bottom. Cristiano Ronaldo, Sui up top. Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva in the midfield. In the back 4, Nuno Mendes, João Cancelo, and Ruben Dias. The goalkeeper, Diogo Costa, for Portugal, plays for Porto in their domestic league in Portugal, is good. Didn't really play the best in the World Cup. 1-2 to this spread in the group play and 3-2 overall in the World Cup. Portugal has a new coach, Roberto Martinez, who is susceptible to mistakes. I don't think he I shouldn't say that. I don't think that he is the best coach for this team. This team is very talented, quite similar to how Belgium operates. Belgium did not make it out of the World Cup group stage, and I don't think that this Portugal team is who this manager is equipped to best deal with. So, plus 1.5 is definitely in play here and may even sneak up and get a draw here, but I figured plus 1.5 is the best way to go about this. Iceland played Portugal to a 1-1 draw in 2016 and shocked the world then. Portugal is playing peak form, 13 goals scored so far in their 3 games and 0 goals allowed. I expect that to really change today. They haven't played the best opponent, their toughest opponent so far, Bosnia and Herzegovina. So Iceland will give them a little bit of a different test here. Iceland, 8 goals for, 5 goals allowed, and I expect them to perform really well here with back-to-back home games and give Portugal a little bit of trouble. Pick number 2, both teams to score. Yes, Scotland and Georgia, plus 135 on the Barstool Sportsbook. Georgia has scored a goal in both of their Euro 2024 qualification games and allowed a goal in both. Scotland, on the other side, has scored in every game and only allowed a goal last time out versus the Norwegians. Especially at home, no goals allowed so far versus Spain and Cyprus. I think this is a little bit of a surprise attack from the Georgians. And the best player for Georgia, Kavica Kvaratskhelia, has yet to score in the Euro 2024 qualifying. Performed really well in the UEFA Nations League. But Georgia, they averaged 4 shots on goal so far. And I expect Kvaratskhelia to score it here today. He is plus 400 in that market. I thought that was a little bit tough, so I figured just want to make sure to get money here, win a game, and move on. In domestic play so far, Georgia goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili, his stats have dipped from 2021 to 2022. His save percentage, 76% to 70.9. That may not seem like the biggest differential, but it is really when you see who he plays in La Liga. He plays for Sevilla, Mamardashvili, and something like that. When you get closer to double digits, that is a little bit tougher to navigate here. And on the other side, Georgian goalkeeper Angus Gunn for Scotland is not great, to be quite honest. Goalkeeper for Scotland, not someone I want to back in this spot, and why I think that both teams to score a yes at plus 135 is a bit on the wrong side of where it's priced at, and I am definitely going to take advantage of that. Pick number 3. International Friendly. This is not going to be a Euro 2024 qualifying game. This is Colombia. First half double chance, minus 130 on BetMGM. An International Friendly. Got to keep it respectable here. Germany, their opponent, has had 3 friendlies and yet to win one of them in the first half. They lost the first half versus Poland 0-1. Versus Ukraine 1-2, and versus Belgium 1-2 as well. Colombia can play defense. Yerry Mina and Jefferson Lerma highlight both groups. Mina in the back 4 and Lerma in the midfield. Colombia last played Iraq in 2023, June 16th, a little bit ago, and beat them 1-0 and tied them in the first half. Exactly what we need for our double chance here in the first half. Let's get a perfect 45 from the Colombians and cruise on to tomorrow. And as I mentioned before, minus 130 is where I will generally cap it out at. I just think that anything above that is too ambitious. So, to start the day, up 11.77 units. An incredible run here on Across the Pond. We know how to cap soccer. Listen to me, and we will be quite profitable. I know how to cap this. I know how to work this. Get a couple of things on our side, like Romania yesterday, and we will be ready to roll. So, 3 picks. 2 in the Euro 2024 qualifiers. Iceland, plus 1.5, minus 110 on DraftKings. They play Portugal, a team they have had success against most recently. And Cristiano Ronaldo, Sui, getting a little bit older. I think this team can give them a little bit of trouble. Pick number 2, both teams to score yes. Scotland and Georgia, plus 135 on the Barstool Sportsbook. Both these teams have offenses. James McGinn, Kvaratskhelia will prove to have some goals in their back pocket. And lastly, Colombia first half double chance, minus 130 on BetMGM. As always, you can follow me here at the Free Money Podcast on Spotify, at the RJ Larson on Twitter, and the Free Money Show here on YouTube. Thank y'all for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what we should talk about next. Thank you, as always, and see you next time.